Hello and welcome to the Talk with Sorintan Hauray. I hope and I'm sure you all are doing great. Today we have a very special program for all of us. We all know that choosing a right career is one of the most important things in our life. Yes, as we have seen, we have known, a career and a job are two different things. So to choose the best career is a challenging task for every one of us. And we as a community in many ways have failed to provide the right career platform for our students. So today we have a special program, a special interaction with a very special person regarding career counseling. So to discuss this issue, this very serious issue, we have Madam Sanjenbam Silomi Devi, the Director and Senior Career Counselor of SS Career Solution. So through our discussion, I'm sure and I hope that we'll be learning so much of important things in our life. Ma'am, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being with us despite your busy schedule. And then I hope and I'm sure that through our discussion today and through your knowledge, you will enlighten us and then you'll be able to elevate us, especially our students, to another step in how to choose the right career path. Right, so before we get into the main questions, the main topics, would like to get to know you more because most of us uncles, they might have known a little bit about you or some might have known you personally, but then through this talk show, through this episode, would like to know you as how you became a career counselor, how your journey have been in becoming a career counselor, and how important it is to to be a career counselor.
Okay. Thank you so much, Sorintan, for giving me this platform. Well, I have done my class 10 till in the Nivlavas High School. Okay. 11th, class 12, I passed out from Manipur Public School. Graduation, I did from Bangalore as a BSc Biotechnology. And then Masters, I did my business management from Delhi. So how I become a career counselor is a long story, but I'll make it very short. I did business management because I want to become an entrepreneur. I have a dream of giving jobs to many people, help the farmers in Manipur, boost them to grow those, essential plants where we can, where we can produce those products which are used in pharmaceutical companies and all.
Okay.
But when I actually start doing my business, I have my small company in Bangalore. It was in the year 2009, I guess. It was a real estate company, and besides, I was planning to work with some pharmaceutical company.
Okay.
But then that thing doesn't work, and I was 31 years old.
Okay.
And then that very moment, I realized the importance of career counseling. I came to realize that business is not actually my line. So that's the way how I decided to follow a few senior career counselors. I learned for 1.5 years from there, and I come back to Manipur in 2014, and that's the way how I started career counseling here in Manipur.
Okay, so which one do you like more? Did you like being an entrepreneur or are you enjoying being a career counselor?
I'm enjoying being a career counselor.
Okay.
If I knew about this career, then I could have taken BA psychology, and I could have gone for MA psychology, and I could have gone for clinical psychology. Then I would have been much, much, much happier and better person in life. But still, I'm okay. I'm happy.
All right.
I'm happy.
Thank you so much. Good to know about your background. And through your experience, would you agree to this saying that it's never too late to choose the right career?
Yes, it's never too late.
All right. All right. Thank you so much. And just like I mentioned earlier, our community, especially the Tangkul community, we don't have much of a platform where we are given a career counseling. And we'd like to know you, since when you have been counseling students from Ukrul, and then how the experience are, counseling our students, and then how responsive it is. How is the exact state of us in choosing the right career or career counseling?
Okay. It's been since 2015. I started counseling a student of Ukrul. Okay. I started from Sacred Heart School. During those days, Father Dominic was a principal.
Okay.
So from 2015 till now, I'm counseling a student of Ukrul, student community of Ukrul. But then the problem is, I just came for one day. And in one day, I cannot change someone. I cannot make a career for someone else. But then the follow-up is the problem. I cannot follow up them on a regular basis. Because of the distance factor. I cannot come here regularly, and the children cannot come to my office on a regular basis. So that gap is there. So what I experience is the mindset of the parents. Even though if I counsel the student and ask them to go for the right career choice, and we have even decided this is the right career choice for you, but ultimately the parents are the one who took the final decision.
Right, right.
So most of the parents in Ukhrul, they are still onto a traditional education,
Right,
like finish your +2 and go for BA. This trend is still going on. Today, in fact, we have a program in Town Hall, and then around 50, 60 students are from the arts background. So when I asked them what they wanted to do, the answer was like they want to go for BA. But thing is that not everyone can go for BA. So that is one thing. And then another problem is that there are very thoughtful parents are there,
Okay.
and very capable students are also there. But thing is that they don't have that enough to say financial support to support their children if they wants to go for higher education in other cities, or maybe even in Imphal also sometimes they find it difficult. But my way is to learn something and make a career. But most of the questions that comes from Ukhrul side is, I have finished my graduation, what can I do now?
Right.
So if I ask them to go for even 6 months of diploma just to boost their career, even they are, stepping back from that because of the financial issues. So one problem that I face here, the most, or to say, biggest problem that I face here, counseling a student, is the parents are not so supportive.
Okay.
They are not so supportive, and then if they are supportive also, the money is the main problem here. That is why I started looking for a few institutions and universities in India where they offer 100% scholarship for the students who belongs to SC, ST. But most of them turn out to be a fraud universities and all, so I could not. But there are some genuine university, so I would like to share about the information to the students in the time that's coming, and in the nearby future. So I'm in touch with more than 757 students from Ukhrul right now at the moment who have appeared class 12 examinations. So right now practicals are going on. So once the practical exam gets over, I will connect this student through a Zoom meeting, and I'll give them all the required information for the universities who are providing scholarship for the SC, ST, and OVC students. That I will do it.
Great, great. It's good to know that you are doing so much of these things for our students, and then taking the burden for us is, we're very thankful for that. And yes, like you said earlier, even after completing our graduation, our students, we don't even know what to do in our life, which is sometimes a bit late. Actually, we should have been given the opportunity to think about what we want to become in our life by the time we complete our 10th or 12th. But then we are prepared a little bit late. And yes, like you mentioned earlier, our parents have been an issue. I mean, the way they take the decisions for our students. So we'd like to know from your side, what are their roles, the roles of the parents in helping choose the right career for their students, for their children. What kind of advice would you like to give to our parents? Because to help in the decision making of the students is very important, and we cannot forcefully ask our children to become someone they don't want to. Someone might want to become a footballer, a musician, right? But then our parents are all focused on government jobs, white collar jobs. Sometimes that is the reality of our society. So we'd like to know what kind of advice you have for our parents in this career choice of
Yes. There's a big role for the parents to be played while shaping the career of their children. As I said, if a father has 5 sons, all the sons are not same.
Right.
They have a different abilities, strength, and personalities. So what we have to do is, first of all, before we decide the career for their children, they should know what their children are, their personality, their skills. But now again, if I talk about this, the parents will say, we are daily laborers. We have no time to look around every step the children are doing. As example, let's say me. Since I have a time, I know where the skills are for my daughters. My daughter, the first one, she's very good in swimming.
Okay.
And she has a very strong grabbing power. So when she, grabs a bar, it's so difficult to remove her hand also. So she can try her luck in swimming, she can try her luck in gymnastic, right? So likewise, but I know my daughter, she will not study for many hours in a day.
Okay.
And she will not study for many years down the line. So as a mother, I have a different, different plan for her. Likewise, the parents should actually open the eyes. Everybody open the eyes, but we should actually open the eyes and look carefully. We should check every steps they're taking. And then the pressure part, yes. 40 to 50% of the students who are jobless in Manipur, they are actually the victim. The villain is their parents. Sometimes they act like the Hindi film bed, okay? Hindi film villains. So even yesterday also in my office, the boy, he don't like mathematics and physics. But the way the father was trying to convince him to go for computer engineering. So I cannot come in between them because the father was not ready to listen to my decision. But then the boy just went off. Then at night he called me, he said, "Ma'am, I would like to commit suicide." And now I cannot, my mom is a heart patient, she's having a high BP, and I don't want to go against her. But if I go against her, she might have those health issues. But if I go in their way, but I'll not become anything else. So now I don't know what to do. I just want to commit suicide. So now most of the parents, they will say, we will not give pressure to our children. But look at their dialogue. They'll say, I want you to become a doctor, but it's okay if you don't want to become, it's okay. This sentence itself is a pressure to children. So the only advice I would like to give to the parents is, please try to know your children, their capability. Accordingly, we should decide a career. And we should not worry. We have 1,747 career options in India. If they choose a right career choice, they can also earn as doctors and engineers and even IS officers. There are many job profiles in India where it's completely based on skills, but salary goes beyond 1 lakh rupees. It's even higher than many officers, dignified officers. So we don't have to worry about that. Just know them first.
Okay.
Then the next step will come.
Great. Wonderful advice, and I'm sure our parents will take this to their heart. Yeah, in our society, we lack this kind of communication as well. It's never a two-way conversation. It's one-way conversation. Our parents will, pressurize our students, our children to do what they want. For the parents, not for the kids.
Not for the
and
kids.
then, do you think our parents also need counseling in this career, as a career for the students? Because most of the time, it's always the students that gets the career counseling. What about the parents? Do they need this?
Yes. Since 2014, I have started this career. I was just focusing on children. But then again, a few years ago, even nowadays also, like children whom I have counseled long years ago, they come back again. And they said, "Ma'am, you asked me to go for BCA, but I went for agriculture because my mom and dad wants me to go for it. But now I'm nothing. Agriculture is not my line, but now I have made a mistake." Then I realized that there's a need for a career counseling for the parents, not a career counseling. So I have started already the program. It's been more than 6-7 times that I have gathered 100 200 parents in one venue and started counseling them now. And it's quite helpful.
Great. Yeah. So I think both the parents, the teachers,
Yes.
the students, everyone is equally important,
Equally
to get a career counseling. So, in your opinion, why is career counseling very important for every students? Because in our society, we don't have this kind of platform. Our students are not given this kind of avenues, platform to get counseled. Like sometimes, even if we want to speak out, we don't have the platform to speak out and share what we want to do in our life. And then because of this lack of opportunity, we are not able to get the right career. Why do you think every student needs this career counseling?
Yes, every student needs career counseling because there are so many college dropouts. And there are so many people in Manipur who had gone for higher studies but come back home becoming nothing. So why career counseling is important? Because before they took any subject, before they go for any course, every course needs a skill. Every courses need a personality. Example, let's say, we will never find any air hostess who has a frowny face. Even if they're burning inside out of anger, they will still be smiling. That is also a skill. So if you have to go for a hospitality industry, we need certain kind of personalities. So what does a career counselor do? They will try to find out a skill and a personality that a person has. Accordingly, will suggest the right career choice. So sometimes people has a skill, but they don't have a personality for that particular subject. Even that will not help out. but the skills and personality has to be checked. So that can only be done by the psychologists and the career counselors. That is why if we have to avoid the college dropout, if we have to avoid being a jobless in the future, career counseling is very important. Every student should go for it.
Right. So, it's important that every institution also has a career counselor then,
Yes.
because for all the students to get career counseling, it is. I think it should also become a mandatory in our days, because depends on the career counselor to counsel the students on to choosing the right career. Great. And I can see that most of us in our community, we lack the platform or the avenues to help the students personality development in their personality development. We're just fit with the bookish knowledge on how to pass the exam, and that's it. Once we pass out of our schools and colleges, that's it, and we are not given much of an opportunity to become and to choose the right career path. Thank you so much. And next, I'd like to come to in choosing the right and the genuine colleges and institutions, because in our society, most of us will tend to, after we pass the 10th or the 12th, we'll go to outside of Manipur. We'll go outside of Manipur in Shillong or in Bangalore or in Chennai, Delhi, etc., where our relatives live. For example, if my brothers or my uncles or my aunties are there, my parents will send me there. They will not check what kind of this career choice I have and what I want to study, whether that college has a course where the subject he or she wants to study is good or not. So we want to know how to choose the genuine and the good institutions right for the student.
If it is general studies like BA, BSc, BCom, all we need to check is whether it's under UGC or whether it's affiliated to government university. But when it comes to professional studies, every professional courses comes under a certain body. Example, let's say pharmacy. We have Pharmaceutical Council of India. So if I'm going for pharmacy, first of all, we need to check whether the college is under the list of PCI. Same thing with nursing also. But then again, example, if one college is very good in engineering, it doesn't mean that the entire courses they have should be equally, good.
Okay.
So we need to check that first of all. And then there are lots of fraud colleges which is not genuine. And then even some good colleges also sometimes they practice some what do you say some practices which is not which is harmful to the students sometimes. Example, what we have to check is in a particular college, they have given affiliation. Okay, they are affiliated to some genuine university. I'm talking about some private colleges. They are affiliated to government university. The paperwork is good, but the university has provided 60 seats, but the intake is 75 seats. That means the 60 certificate is genuine. The 15 certificate will not be genuine. But children will not be knowing it because the college is a branded one. They think it's good. So what we have to check is we have to check the paper of the affiliation and how many seats had been, has been allotted by the university. That also we have to check, and how many intakes are done. If the allotment is 60 seats and if the intake is more than 60, then we should not go for that college. So many students from Ukhrul, they go for Google search and then they choose a college and they go there blindly. At last they come back to me, ma'am, help me. So I have faced this situation also. So in Manipur, in Imphal, there are many registered educational consultants. So they can take help of them. And we also have education. SS Career Solution has many activities. The first activity is we do a career counseling. Second activity, we do educational placement, where we deal with universities and colleges. Third thing, right now, we have a corporate trainer for teachers, because we would like to introduce soft skills to the teachers of Manipur. Soft skill is very important, as you have mentioned. There are many capable boys and girls are here in Manipur who have gone for a right career choice, but they are jobless. Then we try to find out why is it so. It's because they don't have a soft skills. So if we have to go for interview, we should have the certain skills to face the interview, which is not there. So we, the Manipuris, we focus more on hard skills, Hard skills means the marks that we got. It will be in A4 size paper, It will be inside the a file, but soft skills. So this is very important. So I realize the importance of soft skills. So SS Career Solution has recently introduced a soft skill program for teachers for the teachers community of Manipur. So these are 3 activities we are running right now. So like us, there are some officers in Manipur who are, genuinely registered to the government to have a career, to have an education and consulting firm, so they can go and take a help from them also.
Okay.
So even though if we have decided the right career choice, and if the college is not right,
Right.
then it's the same thing.
Correct.
So we should be very careful.
What is the scope of our students studying in Manipur? Manipur, I mean, we have such certain colleges, institutions. Is it necessary for us to go outside of Manipur to study, or can we even study here and go for, have a good career?
Yes, if we are talking about general studies like BA or BSc, BCom, I will not mention BCom, but BA, BSc, Manipur is still the right place to go for it. But sometimes, let's say if the student wants to appear for civil service examinations, then I prefer they join those kind of university where they have a civil service examination coaching center inside the campus itself. So they will start from day one. Example, they're going for BA honors, then a BA in history honors. They will join the college the entire whole day, but in the evening they'll go for UPSC coaching. There are some university like that. So for general studies, I think Manipur is still good to go for, but when it comes to professional line, it's still lacking behind.
Okay.
So I think for the professional line, especially engineering and all, I prefer they go out of Manipur, because some of the universities in India right now, they use German technology, Russian technology, French technology for the engineering courses. So if they learn those kind of skills, they will be demanded highly by the corporate sector. So yeah.
Okay, thank you. Great. And do you think degrees very important, or do you think we don't have to, say, for example, after 10 plus 2, we can go professional line? Because most of us, we tend to think like graduation is a must, graduation is a must. Do you think degrees really necessary for us to have a good career?
Yes, it's very important. But thing is that we have different sets of degrees. Like general studies is one thing. That we have BA, BSc, BCom. Then we have professional studies. And most of the professional studies will be a bachelor's degree. So whether they go for BA or whether they go for MBBS, at the end of the day, they will be a degree holder. They will be a bachelor's. So I think, yes, there are many people in Manipur who don't want to have a degree. They have a skill, they want to work based on that and earn money. It depends from a different mindset we have. So that's why I said career counseling is very important. So what we do is, when the student come to my office, first thing that I ask them is whether you want to study for many hours in a day or whether you want to study for many years down the line. That's the first question that I ask.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And which are the top or the best career choices which are in high demand in the corporate world? For example, let's say, what do you suggest for NDA aspirants? Because NDA is also one of the best career choices. So, can you highlight some which are at the top career, which are the top career choices which are in high demand at the moment in the corporate world, and mention a few for the NDA aspirants as well?
National Defense Academy, during the COVID time, there was an announcement that even the girls can go for National Defense Academy exam. So what happened is that in other big cities, by the time they reach class 8 and 9, they have decided what to become in life. So those who have decided to go for National Defense Academy, they started practicing from there onwards. They'll go for swimming, they'll go for jogging, and they do many activities just to write that exam. But in Manipur, people started practicing about these things just after they finished their class 12. And arts, science, commerce are eligible to go for National Defense Academy exam, but they will have one set of questions. That means in that question, physics and mathematics will be there. So even if they come from arts and a commerce background, they still have to study physics and mathematics. And then a few years ago, even 7 students from Sainik school got selected for National Defense Academy.
Yeah.
But in Manipur, like thousands of students appear for it, but why only few? The reason behind, they will clear the written test because students, as I said, they have lots of hard skills. But then when it comes to soft skills, like example, let's say interview. They couldn't face it. That's why, they didn't get through. And the physical activities, again, in Manipur, we love rice. We love rice. Even till class 12, they ate so much of rice, okay? But in other cities, okay, once they decided to go for a National Defense Academy exam, they started, they look after everything about the diet, about the health, about the physics, everything, okay? But here, till class 12, they will not concern much about the stamina and the physical activities. This is also one reason why they are not getting through. So if anybody wants to appear for, say, a National Defense Academy, work on the stamina, on the physical health, and then the soft skill. These two are very important. The learning to like physics, mathematics, they will keep on learning, but these two are very important to go.
Okay. Yes, thank you for mentioning on the NDA. And what about the rest, the best top career choices according to you, which are available at the
Okay,
moment in demand?
The career trend in a country depends on the country's politics also. Example, let's say recently the Indian government has ordered 500 aircraft from US and France. When this aircraft comes to India, we will have a servicing center. Once we have a servicing center, there will be demand for aircraft maintenance engineer. So I would like to suggest those boys and girls from science background, if they are comfortable with physics and mathematics, please go for aircraft maintenance engineering, which will be highly demanding in India right now. But if I have to talk about the context of Manipur, few career choices that I can mention, which will be in demand in Manipur. The first one will be the physical education as a coach. And second thing is sports physiotherapy doctor. Third will be travel and tourism. Fourth will be hotel management. And then the fifth will be about export-import management and the logistic and send supply, because railway lines has come. We hardly, the youngsters of Manipur, they are not aware of about this subject. Logistic and send supply they should go for, because the railway line that's coming. And then mechanical engineering, and then electrical engineering. This profession will be highly demanding in Manipur if I talk about the context of Manipur. And as far as the other corporate sector is concerned, if I talk about IT industry and all, artificial intelligence, cyber security, mobile app development, and then these are few engineering courses which are hot cake at the moment.
Okay.
Apart from that, mass communication is growing so well, but we the Manipuris parents are not willing to send their children for mass communication. They said, if you go for mass communication, are you be able to open your own TV channel or radio channel? It's like that. So mass communication and journalism is one subject which is growing these days. And these are some. If I have to mention, I have many. I'll just
At the moment, these are the best.
These are the best
top.
you can
Okay,
go
great. Thank you, thank you. And it's been a great conversation so far, and then I'm learning lots from this conversation. Just to end this interview of ours, I'd like you to end by saying, giving some advice or suggestion to our educational institutions, be it coaching institutions or be it the schools or colleges, in shaping the career of the students, because they are molding the students, the future of our nation, of our society. So what needs to be done by the educational institutions, the proprietors or the teachers, or society as well, but special focus on the educational institutions? Can you give some suggestions or advice?
Okay. See, career, it should start from high school level.
Right.
If the teachers in high school level, example, let's say physics teacher, if we keep on telling the student, why am I teaching you physics? Why I have taken physics as a subject? If you go this far in the physics, what kind of person you can become? If you go that far, what can you become? If this basic information is given during the school days, by the time they reach class 10, the children will have a clear picture about the career. But now, despite learning so many subjects, even after class 12, they don't know what to do. This is one thing. And second thing, every school should have a career counselor and a psychologist, because the teacher can teach a lesson. They don't have extra time to cover other things. The teacher can teach a lesson, but the psychologist and a counselor can only boost the student to study hard. So please have these 2% in a school, that's very important that I must
That
say.
they are equally as important as the rest of the
Yes,
teachers,
yes,
and
yes,
it's a
yes,
must.
yes.
All right, all right. Thank you so much, Madam Sanjenbam Silomi Devi. It's a pleasure and an honor to have you on this show. And then
you.
through our conversation, I'm sure our community would have learned so much of good things, new things, which they might have known, but then as a, reminder, and also something new to us, new to our parents, and as a society, something which we must do. So thank you so much for sowing the seeds, and I'm sure this seeds which you have sown, it will bear good fruits. And then I wish you the best in your endeavors, and I'm grateful for you for taking up the responsibility and the burden to help shape the career of so many of our students of our community. And then in your future endeavors, if there's anything which we can be of help, we're always open, because this is for our community, for our students. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you so much,
All right.
Sorintan. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, viewers, for joining us in this special episode. I hope and I'm sure you have enjoyed thoroughly the conversation and also the knowledge which Madam Silomi Devi has shared with us. If you want to reach out to her or to her institution, which is based in Imphal, kindly do so. And I'm sure that they are a very helpful institution. They have come up to our Ukrul, come up to our town often to help our students, to help our parents. So please reach out to them and then take their guidance. And I'm sure our students will have a better career, which we all want to be. We all want for them to be. Thank you all so much once again. Join us in the next episode. Thank you.